yo esperaba como unas semanas de clasecitas y la vara, y no, hombre, rapidísimo ya estaba enviando proposals y viendo a ver cómo funcionaba. Entonces, no,
Bien,
no
bien,
puedo.
bien. All right, we go. Albornoz. Buenas, buenas, Juancho. Parcero. Good to see you, man. Looking good. Ahí está Jaime. Jaime. Arre, ipa, ipa. Vámonos. Welcome to yet another presentation. Six Figure Engineer, yours truly, Carlos Gutierrez, the one and only holder of Excalibur, helping you reclaim your power. And today, my friends, we have a very special presentation. So, before we start, Carlos Perez, good to see you. Emma, welcome, welcome. Juan. My friend, how you doing, bro? Because I really want to make sure that you feel well supported. I see the 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 need that you have for hopefully a dream job or clients ASAP. I saw your LinkedIn post, your LinkedIn, you're working on your LinkedIn and also working on your Upwork. So can you give me just a little bit of like an overview of the current situation? Just in 2 minutes, super fast. We cannot hear you, bro.
What about now?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have like a situation where I have like not a lot of budget like for investment of on the connects for Upwork. So I try to focus more on the LinkedIn side, but I think that mm I have not like enough relationship for the work side of LinkedIn, and I want to try again with Upwork, but I don't know how much should I spend on connects for making like a nice offer for the jobs. That's
Mhm.
like my concern.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, homie. That's why I wanted to ask you here live on the call because I think in your case, the LinkedIn will be the low hanging fruit. Otherwise, it feels too much like too much pressure, too much uncertainty to be spending connects. Upwork is getting more and more competitive, so I don't recommend that you do Upwork when you 100% depend on getting a client like yes or yes. So you and I will have a 101 and then we'll discuss a good strategy for your LinkedIn. I think that's the
Okay.
fast track.
Yeah, I
All right, here
appreciate
we
that.
go. Hector, Mexico in the house. Let's go. I'm sharing screen. Here we go. And welcome Eduardo Bonilla to the team. Joined us last year. He's already active. So here we go. Welcome, my friends, my friends. Everyone can see my screen. Yes, Danny, all good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All righty then, friends. Welcome to this presentation. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Cool. Aha. Let's go. Friends, I've been reading all of your posts, especially this past few weeks, ever since Edu joined us and Juan Cano is working on figuring things out. Carlos also too, Hector also. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of more perspective. So what would you do if I could show you that you already have a lot of valuable, high paid skills? And the only problem that is really holding you back is that you don't know how to talk about it. And in a world where you finally see that the only issue is that you don't know how to communicate your value, and then what's keeping you from landing that job or landing those clients is learning how to communicate your value, would you go all in? Hit me up with a one in the chat if you would go all in, if there's a way to fix this core problem. One in the chat, one in the chat, one in the chat. Let's go. Not a lot of people today. Only the ones that matter. Good to see everyone active. So the core problem, bros, homies, warriors. So the real problem isn't your technical skills. I need to stress this enough. The problem is not your technical skills. You don't need to go get another PhD, master's degree, technical in whatever, learn more tech. You don't need to do that. It's how you talk about it. It's how you position yourself. So I'm going to share a couple of things, bros. If you're focused on who you are, then you fall onto the I syndrome. Danny, write in the chat, I syndrome. Big no. I syndrome. So if you're focused on who you are, you fall onto the I syndrome. If you focus on what you actually do for people, then you become a consultant. You become valuable. You become a weapon. You become someone who can solve problems. So if you're focusing on who you are, you fall onto the I syndrome trap. That's why we have people today in this community, in school, going through the Upwork profile, the LinkedIn profile, and you see it clearly. They use GPT. We can smell it. Hiring managers can smell it. Founders can smell it. Potential clients can smell it. I can smell it. And your members here in this program can smell it too. Tech senior engineer with 20 plus years of experience, yada, 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 yada. Like 20 years of experience actually means something. Does it? Really? So, if you're focusing on who you are, you're falling onto the I syndrome. If you focus on what you actually do for people, then you become valuable. Okay, that's value. That's the first thing that I need. And I would recommend for people here on this call that you guys paid to be here, and you paid with time, you paid with money, you make an investment in yourself. So if you don't have notes next to you, a pen of paper because you're too fucking smart, you're leaving money on the table. You need a pen and a piece of paper because these are things that I keep repeating over and over again, my friends. And I see everyone on this call just being like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, I get it. There is a difference between understanding something and knowing something. Knowing something is the practice of doing the thing. You don't get paid because you understand. You get paid because you do the thing. Knowledge versus wisdom. Wisdom is applied knowledge. Okay? So don't fall into the I syndrome. If you focus on who you are, then you fall onto the I syndrome. So what it is the note? Don't fall onto I syndrome. Okay? Good. If you focus on what you actually do for people, on your day-to-day job, on your past experience at jobs and your current projects, then you become valuable. So the approach on following onto who you are makes it hard for clients to see your true value. Because unfortunately, engineers do not know how to sell. So if you don't know positioning, if you don't know sales, if you don't know marketing, and then you go to GPT to tell it to do the work of selling who you are, this approach makes it harder actually for clients, for hiring managers to see your true value. Juan
Can
Cano,
we?
pay attention. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Can we just go a little bit a layer deeper on how do you communicate the value of who you are as a software dev? Like, what is value on the eyes of the buyer or the client?
Value is the arbitrage of pain. So potential clients, they have a pain or a fear, or they're going through something that is aching them, is uncomfortable for them in their current business or current jobs, and then you can be the one that take that pain away. How to communicate that you are the one person to take the pain away? That is positioning. Okay? So no one really cares about your job title. They care about the problems that you could solve for them. And that is the shift in the focus that I want this presentation to do for you guys. So welcome to the Invisible Engineer. This presentation is built on the past 7 days of posts within the school community. Juan Cano, Carlos Perez, Hector sending proposals. You guys, this is the one piece of the puzzle that will change your life forever. And this piece of the puzzle will make you so much better than your direct competitors that is almost unfair. So the invisible engineer. The invisible engineer is when you describe yourself like in general words, like generic, like a generalist, like the one who can do it all. When you do that, you disappear into the crowd. This is marketing 101, bros. I'm trying to teach you marketing principles. So you no longer will be just an engineer with 20 years of experience that knows Flutter or knows .NET or C++. You're going to be the senior engineer that also knows positioning, marketing, the one that knows how to not be invisible. How are you not invisible? By being able to describe yourself in a way that makes you the exception. What is the exception? Well, if everyone is going in that direction, if when everyone is going to the right, you only are the exception if you go to the left. So if everyone that you know says that they are a senior engineer with 20 plus years of experience, and 80% of the people that you know do that, then the exception is the 20% that don't do that. Okay? So if everyone says that they are a senior engineer with a decade of in C++, they disappear into the crowd. Having 10 years of experience is not special no more. My friends, times have changed. Get with the game. Saying that you're a full stack developer, it's saying that you're a doctor. It's too broad. You blend with the thousands of others full stack developers. And what's your competitive advantage? That you have 20 years and the other has 10 years and the other has 5 years and the other 3 years? We all have access to GPT. We all have access to Claude. And as a matter of fact, today the one guy in California, 16 years old, if he has access to Claude and he has really good common sense and he learns a little bit of architecture, he might just take your job. It sucks. It fucking sucks. So if you're saying that you're just a full stack developer, you're saying you're a doctor. Too broad. You blend with the thousands of others. So this makes impossible for you to stand out, to be the exception, to be memorable. And if you don't stand out, you don't get noticed. And if you don't get noticed, why would they send you a message? People by people, remember? These potential clients, these potential hiring managers, these potential founders, they also have their fears. They are also stressed out that their wife don't love them. Not all of them, but most of them, because it's a hard life. The same hard life that you have, they have. Danny, confirm with me that we're clear here, because my whole screen is the presentation. I need everyone with a thumbs up, just like confirm. So far, so good. I don't want to
Yep.
hear people just like feeling like this is university, just like, oh, fuck, Charlie again, telling me that I'm not special. That's not the point. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So if you don't step out, you don't get noticed, and if you don't get noticed, they're not gonna send you a message. They're not gonna reply to your proposal. They're not gonna reply to your messages on LinkedIn. Be the exception. Okay. Now, nowadays, in the year of 2026, there are a lot of changes happening as we speak right now. Clients nowadays, they buy solutions. And what is a client? Someone who can pay you for you to take pain away from them, right? Like Danny asked me to go a little bit deeper. Well, clients, potential companies, there's something that is hurting them on a day-to-day basis, and you can take that pain away from them, and you get paid for that. So startups, doesn't matter if they are series A, B, C, doesn't matter if they rose $1 million. after going to New York and presenting their innovative idea, or if they're an agency making $100,000 a month in Canada, or if they are this big corporation, they buy solutions. Clients buy solutions, not a set of skills. So from today on, my friends, everyone on this call, you will not ever again see yourself in the mirror and feel like you're this menu a la carte. Hey, here, Mr. Prospect or Mr. Hiring Manager, select what you want. You want empanada, pollo, or you want the full stack, or you want? No, they buy solutions. So here's what matters. If clients don't buy skills, then they buy solutions. That means they have specific pain points that they need to be fixed. Okay, they don't care about the tech stack really. They care about the outcome. Your real value is in taking away their pain. And you're now learning how to communicate it to make it self-evident. So I want to take a little moment here for Juan Cano. It's a Flutter engineer, right? It's a Flutter engineer. And if you're not making notes, if you're not taking notes, bro, you're leaving money on the table. You paid me and Danny to be here. Let's not forget. And just because you invested money and time into this program, it's not like magically because you're here in this call tomorrow, 6 clients on your inbox begging. No, you have to do the work. So take notes. I'm gonna explain what is the power of positioning, layer by layer. Okay? So here we go. Juan Cano should be paying attention. Carlos should be paying attention. Hector should be paying attention. You guys need to understand this. So, and I'm going to take Juan Cano because he's the one that needs help. Juan is a Flutter developer. And we're going to go in a layer by layer approach to show you guys the power of positioning. Juan Cano can go to LinkedIn right now and he can say, senior Flutter developer plus 20 years of experience. Please buy now. Need job. Need money, please. Right? That is very true. And if everyone go right now to LinkedIn and you go to the search bar and you literally write down senior Flutter developer and you hit enter and you filter by people, you'll see at least, and I can promise you, 320,000 users with the same description. How can you be memorable competing to 320,000 other Flutter devs? Okay, so this is positioning. Layer one, level one. Full stack senior Flutter developer. Looking for job, and then maybe you even turn on the available now, so they'll know you have no job. That's level one. Level two. I'm doing this on the top of my head, but let's say level two. Senior Flutter developer for marketplaces. If you go to the LinkedIn platform right now, as I'm talking all of this information, and if you wanna make sure I'm not talking shit to your face right now, go to LinkedIn and say Flutter developer for marketplaces. I assure you there's going to be less Flutter devs for marketplaces than senior Flutter developer with 50 years of experience. So that's level two. Danny, confirm with me because I cannot see my homies' faces. Just tell me yes, we're all clear here. Thumbs up, please. We
Hector,
good?
yes. Carlos, yes.
Nice,
All right,
nice,
all
nice.
right, all right, let's
I need
go.
Carlos Perez to be listening, Juan Cano to be listening, because this will change your life, bro. This is the reason why you're here, and I'm trying to give you my best, my very best. Whatever questions you guys have, if you want to take this presentation and even make it yours, just talk to me, stop me, and be like, Charlie, can you do it with my thing? And I'll do it right now. I want to give you guys the best. I want this meeting to be the best thing ever. So that's level two. Level one, Flutter Dev, senior Flutter engineer, senior Flutter developer. Level two in positioning, senior Flutter engineer, developer for marketplaces. That's level two. There are many different types of marketplaces, my friends. Many different types of marketplaces. Marketplaces is basically e-commerce. Whatever needs to be market and it needs a place so that it can be market, it's a marketplace. So, level three, Saya tree with the cool long hair and nice muscles. So, level three, Flutter senior developer for marketplaces in wellness. We're being more specific, more specific, more specific. That's level three. And I can take it even another two levels, but I'm just gonna do one more level. Flutter, senior Flutter developer for marketplaces in wellness, men products. And then I'm sure some of you guys, I'm not sure who, but someone is here feeling something uncomfortable, almost like an uncertainty, because it's like, oh, what the fuck? But then I'm saying no to all of these opportunities, right? Because if I stay at level one, if I'm only a Flutter senior developer with 20 years of experience, then maybe I have more chances. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because the senior Flutter developer for marketplaces in men wellness, he will jump on a call with all these hundreds of marketplaces in 2026 that are specifically selling men products in wellness, and he will start the dream job system. He will start doing cold outreach to these companies, and then he's going to really start understanding the marketplace. He's going to have a clear list of 55 marketplaces selling products for men in wellness that use Flutter. So he'll start to see patterns in the marketplace. He'll start to find the pain points. Right here, I put it in red. The pain. He starts to see the pain of the owners of said marketplaces. So he's gonna master this marketplace to the point in which he'll arrive to hiring process number 7 to 11, and there's going to be one moment in where it feels that Juan Cano is kind of like Jesus Christ, because he understands the pain points of the founders, the owners, the stakeholders of this marketplace for men products like the palm of his hand. And he even comes to meetings with already ideas because he's been learning about this market for days, for years, for months. Very hard not to be memorable if that's the case. Hit me up with the one if it makes sense. Emma on call, Carlos Perez on call, Juan Cano, important. Bro, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you my whole life here. Danny, confirm with me because I don't see faces. Just all clear? Yes? Once in the
Yes,
chat? We good?
Juan Carlos
Okay.
send you hearts.
Hey, nice, nice, nice.
Tocayo,
Yeah. Yeah.
question about the layers that you were talking about. It makes sense, you were from layer 1 to 4, but still on layer 4, you were talking about himself. Still in layer 4, you were not talking about solutions yet, right?
Very good, man. Very good. Yes. I was referring to the headline. I was referring to the headline in the bio of
Mm,
LinkedIn. We can be more specific about what type of specific transformation or solution to specific problem we can tackle, because that is effectively level 5. Because what happens, bros? In level 4, you're the senior Flutter engineer developer for marketplaces selling products for men's that reduces load times in the pages by 20% in 90 days. Charlie, does that answer the question?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for and for Upwork, it it should be a little bit different, right? Than LinkedIn, right?
Is exactly. Yes. And this is a question that I love. This question makes me feel good because I can tell you guys are learning. So, something that is important, friends, in marketing, as a rule of thumb, every platform has its own context. Every platform has its own context. So, positioning in LinkedIn is one thing, positioning in Upwork is another thing. I'm not saying you do two different things. I'm not saying you're gonna have two different profiles that don't connect at all, because Juan Cano will be a Flutter dev in Upwork and in LinkedIn. But assuming Juan Cano loves men's product and he loves fitness and human optimization, and he has all this uh, interest and passions about products for men, then he can be the one Flutter dev for marketplaces selling products for men. But in Upwork, we do first market needs. Some I'm not sure if Rob is on the call, but Rob was talking about digital transformation last week in Upwork. Digital transformation in LinkedIn is really good. Digital transformation in Upwork is really bad because the job cadence is extremely low. There is one new job posted within the entire Upwork marketplace every 2 to 6 hours. We need market needs first. That's why I share with people Jaime's research back in the day, being data driven, looking at the cadence of how many job posts are being posted within 24 hours for a specific text tag or language or problem. So Charlie, that's a really good question. So if you in case of Juan Cano, Juan knows Flutter. So he's gonna type Flutter in Upwork, see the market needs, and then go for positioning. Clear?
Oh, clear.
Lovely.
Charlie,
Love.
we have two questions over here. We have Daniel Fernandez asking how to know if the market is too small or too big. On level 4, I don't like the products for men. Haha, just kidding.
Hopefully,
fuck, fuck products for men.
we
I
hope.
like music. Yeah. All right. So the question is how to know if the market need is too small. Yes. So in last week we learned with Roberto Calvo. Rob wanted to do digital transformation, and we went to the marketplace and we just typed digital transformation, enter. So we went to upwork.com forward slash jobs, enter, went to the search bar, digital transformation, no special filters, no special nothing complex, just literally digital transformation, enter. And the way for you to validate if the market is big or small within the Upwork marketplace is the cadence of the job posts. So you need to be able to send at least 10 proposals every day. And for that, you're going to need a cadence of at least one new post every hour. At least. That's the way to figure that out. So you go for Juan, you go Flutter, enter, and that's the big general search. Flutter, enter, and you start to see we want to do positioning, we want to have something special. Maybe you'll find out that there is a lot of need within the music industry currently in Upwork for Flutter developers. Maybe you'll find out. Maybe, I don't know, because I haven't done it today. But Juan, or whoever asked the question, if you go right now with your lead tech skill and you just write it and press enter and don't put any filters, you'll start to have a feeling just reading to what are people saying. And
Got
if you go Flutter for music, and you press enter, or if you go Flutter for men's product and you press enter, and there is only two jobs in the past 7 days, is that a big market or a small market? Exactly. But if you go Flutter and then you put music, Flutter music, and for some reason there is a bunch of Flutter jobs, and you can see the times that were posted, time posted 5 minutes ago, time posted 3 minutes ago, time posted 65 seconds ago. Is there a big market or a small market? Big market. As a rule of thumb, for you to validate that your service in Upwork is in big demand, you need to be able to send 10 proposals every 24 hours. And for that, you need to see cadence in job postings of one every hour at least. Hit me up with the one if that makes sense. Charlie, Perez, Juan, Emma,
Yes,
Hector,
sir.
everyone. Good? We
Yes, sir.
good?
Yeah, Juan Cano had a question, and Carlos Perez is next. Juan, tienes la pista.
Yeah, I was like just in this moment making some fast research. There is like um, different kind of solutions that apps solves and Flourish involves, and I think that maps could be like one feature that a lot of people need. Things like applications for geo tracking and maps integration, that could be one. But I think that there is a lot of apps that solves really specific problems with a short market, and I don't know like how to handle that, because there is something like an application for a kindergarten. So that's a one in a million application.
Yeah, one in a million application. We don't do that unless we don't care. We can still shoot our shot because only really the client knows what really need and how big the project is. But Juan, sorry man, what is the question that you went and there is no need, or what did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, what I am asking is like how the target will be like focus on, because I see like a lot of different stuffs and a lot of different areas in there.
Ah, okay. We're talking Upwork, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, this is a really good question, and this will help also Carlos Perez. Sometimes if we don't know, if we feel like nothing is really clear, then we apply and then we see what returns. So for example, if you put Flutter general right now, and it seems like a lot of stuff in different areas, so then what we got to do is first validate what it really means to have all these different projects in different areas, and then we use positioning to have you be memorable in a way that also lets you be flexible, that they understand that you could get used to their tech stack or their specific problems easily. In any case, if you go Flutter, if I were you, I go Flutter, I understand what is happening. Maybe I put my filters of location, and then I would just apply, friend. I would send my proposal with my video. Hey, Mr. Prospect, I'm really interested about this. It's a kindergarten. Well, I love kindergartens because I'm looking to have a child real soon. So that's funny. Yeah, so I'm extremely well versed in Flutter, and I'm not sure what type of problems you guys are having, but I'm excited to connect, and maybe with the all of the experience that I can come up with a good solution. Just send me a message and we'll take it from there. Bye. Boom. And that will make you that will help you book calls so that you can start talking to people. Cano helps. How's that going? Danny,
Yeah,
let me
I
know.
think so. I
Okay.
need to try.
You need to try. Yeah. In any case, friend, for you, I would do LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I
of
would do
course.
LinkedIn because we wanna we
I would
wanna
like to focus like my profile to LinkedIn, but I don't know how to do that also. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know
know
what
that was.
marketing is.
See, we will do the LinkedIn OS with you for sure.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
the good opportunity is that there is a lot happening with the Flutter, and you have good seniority. So we will do kind of like the layer by layer based on your interest, and you'll see. But yeah, what we gotta
Yeah,
do for you is get a job with a company in the States, underdog, that's making $1 million a year, and it can pay you 6 to 8 thousand. That's kind of like the goal. But we'll talk more about that later. Carlos
thanks.
Perez.
Um, Question about. I mean, first question. I have kind of probably a couple. Um, is the connects thing a new thing? Oh, they've always been there.
Oh no, Connex is the only way that the marketplace of Upwork can make money. The
Okay.
business
Okay.
of Upwork is talent arbitrage. So they are kind of like recruiting company on demand. So for them to pay off for the servers, to cover the team of security that they have, all of the legal, the to help you craft the contract, all of this infrastructure, they need to make money in the moment where client that has a need finds a good freelance that can help them solve a problem. So Connex is being there always.
Okay. So based on that, in theory, we are spending around. I mean, with luck, 300 connects a month, right? Something like that.
Jaime will have better data. I think about it in terms of cash because that's how I understand business. For me, is have an expectation of have to invest $300 for every $1,000. But Jaime, if you're around, can you help clarify?
Ye- yes, of course. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
1 sec. Let me see how I stop share screen. Ah, nice.
yeah. Okay. Good. So this is a graph that I have.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully the zoom is good enough.
Yeah.
But um, the way that I think of it is like the operating costs of your business. So, for example, if we were selling ice cream, we would need to rent a place. Then we need to pay employees, the machine, the electricity, whatever. Um, so here, even though we have a digital business, there are still transaction costs. So the way that I see it is this, like a part to operate. And in this graph, what you are seeing is how I started. So for example, I spent on Connect 30, sorry, $380 to make, to have, yeah, almost $1,000 in revenue. So it was a 3x return of investment. But then there are other months. For example, well, actually, yeah, just September was also good. But um, on October, for example, past month, I made, yeah, like 58 times what I invested. So if I, for example, knew that I need to spend $100 to get $1,000, how fast would you like to spend those? And the reason I was there because I am not spending that money blindly. There is a lot of measurement and feedback gathering that we do along the way, but um, uh, my perspective is a no-brainer. So if I need to give you $1 in order to get 10, then let me give you as much as I have available. And also,
Yeah,
um, there will be constraints to how fast you can accelerate this. For example, your time is limited. We all get the same 24 hours. You will get difficult clients. Then you will get clients that will pay you, for example, $50 for something that you can get done in 10 minutes. Um, So there is like a bit of a probabilistic component to it, but um, the thing is that you might make more money if you spend connects, but if you don't spend any, you have 100% guarantee that you won't make any money from Upwork at least.
Yeah, I get it. So now I was just making the numbers that if you pay $20 for the plan monthly, that's 100 connects, and if you plan to, let's say, send 10 proposals daily for 30 days, that's in theory, if you are going to do proposals of one connect each, that will be 300 connects. And so the difference, the 200 extra connects will be at $0.15 each. It's around $30 more. So in theory, given that premise, it will be around $50 per month minimum, right? But I understand that there are some types of projects that require higher investment in connects. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For me to see it, the it's also in my business, the six figure engineer program. I invest in the meta ads 1,500, and I do a 10x. It's
Yeah.
like I think the Jaime says is perfectly like what do you say, Jaime? Business cost, transaction cost.
Operational costs for your business. Also, there is here another graph. If, for example, in Upwork, I spent, they take from me some money because of taxes. There is a service fee that you pay for every contract. So overall, for example, uh, yeah, so December was a really bad month, but on average, I am getting 70% of what I am making home. So it's still a good profit margin, especially if you compare it to any other traditional business. Um, yeah.
Very smart, bro. Really,
Uh,
really, really good data, Jaime. And just for everyone on call, Juan, Charlie, Edu, Eduardo, Carlos Albornoz, this dashboard that you see it, we call it Capturely. You
mhm,
guys will be beta testers of this. This is a very unique solution. It's literally our creation. Jaime and I have been working on this shit for a long time. Well, he built it. um, so the way for you guys to start getting access to this stuff, Carlos Albono's getting excited, is super simple. And I'm gonna take advantage of this. Jaime, keep sharing screen. I just
mhm,
need everyone to make sure to follow me on Instagram. I think most of you guys do because we met through Instagram. It's Carlos Tierres. Carlos Tierres. And the way that we're gonna start deploying access to this tool to you guys, because we're gonna sell this
mhm.
online. That's what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
with Jaime next. But for you guys, for being part of this program, you go to your Instagram. You just take a picture, and I'm gonna put mine here. I'm gonna do this now. Just keep sharing screen for a second, Jaime. Thanks.
Mhm,
Uh, yeah. So just go to my IG, take a picture right now, make a happy face, make a nice smile, and just paste a story and tag me and tag Dani Rodriguez, and then we're gonna start doing the same with Jaime, but later. You can do
mhm,
that right now. We're gonna give you guys like a couple of minutes starting now. The guys that make this post on your story and tag me, I'm gonna take notes of who did it, and next week we're gonna give you guys beta access to this. One person will be chosen every week. So we're gonna do this in the next three, two, one. Hey, very good, very good. Carlos Alberto will be like, the fuck, I'm doing this right now. Who doesn't want
mhm,
this dashboard, bro? What if I had this dashboard 5 years ago? I would have done so much more money, man. Anyways, yeah, Charlie, just so you know, something really wise that Jaime said is comparing traditional business like selling ice cream, like he said, or a coffee shop or
mhm,
a gym. It's like you have to get in depth first. The profit margins that we're looking for Jaime, 670 to 75% profit margins, is even better than what it cost me to bring you here. Because
mhm,
my shit is 60% profit margin. His shit is better.
Yeah. Yeah, so overall I have 79.2% efficiency. Take home analysis. Um
Crazy.
Correct. And one last question, is, if I may, it's regarding the profiles. I saw that you can have two profiles within your, I mean, like two, yeah, two profiles, two kind of two flavors, let's say, within the Upwork,
yes.
right? And you can have very different ones. Like, for example, I could have a more a domain consolidation, domain administration type, and then another one related to development, to some, to whatever tools, right? So that's. Do you think that? I mean, have you seen that it's advisable? It's that gives you any advantage, or you should go into one kind of flavor or direction?
Um,
Whoever.
well, yeah, it depends. So my opinion, and that is something that I have to track as well. So for me particularly, let me show you. I have two profiles.
Mm-hmm.
One as a DevOps slash solutions architect, but another one as a full stack developer.
Okay.
And yeah, but right now, I still don't have enough data to give you a proper uh, a database answer because I only have one item on my portfolio. And even though I have gotten, for example, contracts that are like a full stack engineer or related to those technologies, um, they are not that. Yeah, still, I don't have enough feedback to let you know if it is not working or if it is. But in general, yes. So, for example, if you and this is my thinking, or sorry, the opinion that I have gotten based on the experience. So, for example, if I see my feed um, here, there are, yeah, like AWS full stack developer, and there is a security setup. And so this is, for example, one as a full stack developer, this is more related to a DevOps. So even though I can do the same, uh, I am the same person behind this. Whatever facilitates that communication is better to have it. So, for example, I will apply to this one with the full stack profile and to the other one with the DevOps profile. But again, whatever you can do to optimize your chances, uh, I do recommend doing it.
Yeah.
Or, for example, here, here, for example, they're looking for a data engineer. And again, AWS is my specialty. I can help with databases, but they can call me whatever. As long as I'm able to help, whatever profile helps with that, it's your best bet. Sorry, Carlos, I interrupt you.
Oh no, man! I just wanted to help. Yes, Charlie Perez. The realist of answer
Mhm.
is that we still cannot prove it with data, but we're working on it. As a rule of thumb, my in my experience, it does feel like a help, but we cannot prove it with data.
Mhm.
You can try it out. In my experience, I was running only a general profile, extremely well
Mhm.
optimized, and I had a special profile, still within the same specialization of the general. But I don't know what it's like to have, for example, Flutter on one side and then maybe Python on the other. I don't know how that works. For me, I simplify it in a way that I just want to have one service that I provide for one person in one way, and I just blast the best proposals that I can, and I that's how I just focus on getting clients.
Okay. Makes
Really good,
sense.
man. We have 10 more minutes. Fuck, that was too fast, bros.
Good
Edu
plan.
Padilla, All clear, my friend. Yes, it's a lot of
Yeah,
new info.
yeah, thanks. I had to restart the computer a while, but yeah, everything is great.
Alrighty, man. Who is Villalobos? Emmanuel, Jorge Dominguez, bro. Really, really good profile. Jorge, you around or clear?
Yes, I'm here.
How's everything going?
Yeah, everything is going well. This week I started with the Upwork profile. Um, I am just making some changes on your answer on the school post.
Uh,
But yeah,
Very good. Okay, Samu, also good work with LinkedIn, man. Whatever you guys want to say.
Thank you. Yeah, I was reviewing the comments you shared with me a week ago. One of those comments is about the content, publishing content regarding the with the focus of where I wanna target. I was also talking with Arturo on last Friday. He mentioned there's a ChatGPT bot or assistant to help producing content. I haven't seen that yet. Could you share it with us, please?
We'll
Especially,
do. We'll do. We'll share. We'll share. I'll give Danny the link so he can send it to you. Really good one, man. Really good.
yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things for me to be creating content, and that will make it easier. Thank you.
For sure. Ever, congrats on the client, friend. Jorge Dominguez, looking good, man. Looking good. Really good profile, bro. Really on your way, on your way. And ever closing deals. All right. We have a lot of people online. It's good to see Danny Fernandez online. Never give up, never give up. Y Hector Alvarez sending proposals. We had a nice 101. We sent a proposal. Good to see you, mate. All right. Hector Alvarez, you good? Feeling good? Making progress? All good?
Yeah. I mean, I've been sending proposals, not in the volume I would like because, I mean, like to be honest, it's expensive. Yeah, connects are expensive, so I try to like to deliberately select my clients. I know that I have to improve that. Yeah, but
All
I'm
good, all good.
in that way. Yeah.
Alrighty, man. So we have 7 more minutes. We'll do this meeting again, similar because I wanted to just finish with the positioning, friends. So I'll finish with general thoughts. I want everyone here to know that you guys really, really, really have valuable skills. So if you're feeling like you have an imposter syndrome because you feel like you're saying these big words online or whatever, I'm going to close this call with the following. Just because you go to Upwork or LinkedIn and you say that you are the expert at X that can solve Y, it doesn't mean that you have the devil on the other side of a table with your name on a piece of rock that says, "Oh, now you motherfucker do this for life." No, friends. No, friends. You can make a positioning for your Upwork or your LinkedIn. You can send proposals or you can send messages through LinkedIn. And if it clicks, then that's great. And what does it mean that it clicks? Well, maybe you start getting conversations with potential clients. Maybe you land a job. Maybe you land a project. It can happen, my friend, that you can land a project in Upwork or a LinkedIn and then you don't care. You don't like the type of client. You don't like the type of tech. You don't like the person. Doesn't mean you cannot just go back to the drawing board and make a different profile. You're not bound by anything. Juan is really good in Flutter, but he can do Flutter for whatever he decides. So you can try men's products. You can give it a shot. Doesn't mean you're gonna do that shit for life. You can do it for 90 days. You can be like, okay, this will have an end date. Or maybe I'll do Flutter for music marketplaces. You'll be surprised how much specific types of clients and companies there are nowadays, my friends. In 2026, almost everything have hundreds of competitors, even Upwork. Carlos Albornoz being like, yeah, yes, makes sense. Okay, actually, I'm gonna give you guys some secret knowledge, and then we'll close this party. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure who's listening really, but Oborg is going through a little bit of trouble because ever since they released the AIs, people are feeling unhappy. The clients are feeling unhappy, and we are feeling unhappy. Everyone thought it was going to be this great thing, this AI that you can just put a simple prompt and then it writes a whole proposal for you or a whole job post. Fucking shit. Very bad. Very bad. And now they make that mistake. Their stock went down like crazy. And now people are building marketplaces specific for engineers. So we're around 2 to 3 years to have the next big thing, the next big Upwork, top 1% marketplace for engineers, positioning and specialization. Of course, it will be better to have a marketplace specifically for devs because then we can all just be devs. We want to work in tech. I don't want to have to see some people looking for a ads, Meta, Google Ads Manager bullshit. Where are the tech clients? Fucking marketing shit. Good. You all get it. See how you feel about the idea of a marketplace for devs? See how it's like, oh, yeah, feels good. That's how clients feel when you talk about them and their problems. That good thing you felt about Upwork for devs, the fuck, that's great. Yes, sign me up. Where the yes, yes, we all want that. Someone in California will have it in 2, 3 years. Mark my words. Hit me with one last chat, one in the chat. Remember, whoever is gonna post that picture, Danny, Carlos Albornoz on top of it. Yeah, Perez, come on, Juan Cano, Adilla, bien, bien, bien. We active.
So we
For
posted in our
Instagram story, yeah.
okay.
Tag me and tag Danny, and that's it. And whoever is gonna do that, we'll have good news for you on the next meeting. Just for you to know, this is not something you can just go and get online, friends. Me and Jaime, we've been working on this shit for like 2, 3 months already, maybe even longer. So just because you're a little bit nervous, don't lose an opportunity, bro. Don't lose an opportunity. Beautiful faces, Carlos Perez. It's good to see you, man. Keep wearing red. It looks good on you. Edu, Badilla, you look good, man. He sells macrame for everyone in Costa Rica. If you like macrame, just Edu Padilla is the guy. Samu, congrats, bro. I love the new energy that you have. Ever, congrats on the client. Jorge Dominguez killing it. Juan Cano, we'll talk to you 101. Hector, 101 coming soon. Danny has one last announcement.
Yes, Ever, congrats, my friend. I just saw the message that you sent in the group. One client changed the budget from 100 to 350. My friend, amazing. Two clients today closed. Let's go.
Friends, we'll see you all next Wednesday. Wednesday, keep posting. If you feel like positioning is still weird, don't worry. Just text us in the group. Make a school group, a school post. We'll help you. We got your backs. And if you feel like there is an answer that wasn't properly responded here, just post, tag me, annoy me. I'm here to serve you, and it's a fucking pleasure. Thank you for the trust, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Ciao.
Sensei. Bye bye. See you.
Goodbye,
Cheers.
fellas.
Cheers.
Ciao.